On our last video, we explored Brasov and its history. In this video, we visit the world's largest brown bear sanctuary.
Oh my god. That's one of my favorite things I've done ever.
Go into Dracula territory and taste the traditional Transylvanian delicacy. Good morning. Today we're going to be doing a day trip to Rasnov and Bran for the Draculas Castle, but first we're going to go see some bears. Woohoo! As soon as we sat down, it started moving. We're two people, but we have 3 coffees. What happened?
It was a misunderstanding of the coffee shop. And the woman was really nice, and I didn't want to tell her I only ordered 2.
He couldn't wait to get out.
No, we froze.
I thought he was Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible trying to jump out of a moving train. That was impressive. Usually we read you need a car or a tour to get into the sanctuary, but we kind of pieced together different pieces of transportation and hopefully we can make it there. It seems a lot more rural here. I think maybe we want to try to find food? Because we didn't have enough time to grab the sandwich from the station. Let's see what we can find. What are we getting?
Pizza pastries. I think it's similar to what I had at the hotel in Bucharest. It was really nice.
All right, now we're gonna try to find a bench, sit down and eat, and then call our Bolt or Uber to take us to the forest. Hopefully they agree to take us. Brezhnov also has the same Hollywood-style sign as Brasov, but they also have a citadel up there, which is really cool. It would be cool to go explore it. So we called our Uber. It's 9 minutes away, one step closer to the bears.
A few moments later.
So we actually had like 3 different Ubers cancel on us. We went with Bolt. Oh, he's turning around. I wasn't convinced we were going to make it in time with all the cancellations. We're gonna go watch an introductory video first to learn a little more, and then we're gonna start walking through the forest. I'm so excited.
Of most of the captive bears in Romania. Tradition, ignorance, cruelty.
Liberty Bear Sanctuary, spanning 69 hectares, offers freedom and redemption to over 130 bears rescued from tiny cages as roadside attraction. Once deprived of basic bear necessities like climbing trees or feeling grass under their paws, they now enjoy a second chance at a joyful life.
So apparently they're feeding the bears right now so they can come out, because this is like a really big forest. It's like 60 football stadiums put together.
Yeah.
And so they're all deep in the woods, and there are about 130 bears, which makes it
The largest brown bear sanctuary.
These ones are approaching. I can't believe this is happening.
They almost don't even seem real because of like how they move, the way they look. It's almost like an animation brought to life.
I don't know if I've seen
Yeah, I
bears in
don't think
person.
I have. Now that I've seen that,
Because
I've not experienced that.
we don't go to zoos. And
Oh my god!
that's so close. thought we can escape them by climbing a tree if we ever encounter them in the wild, but seeing on the video how agile they are, and they can go to those like little twigs of the tree. Wow, look how they're hanging out with the birds.
Oh, they're eating.
But our guide just shooed them away. They're not afraid of sounds. He literally just clapped and just the birds left.
While he was a small baby. It's a big boy here, you see? A big fatty one. Yeah, that's Hansel. Hansel and Gretel is two bears. We rescued them from a cage by a zoo when they were only babies. They were only 2 years old. So they had the chance to grow normally. So that's Hansel. This cute one here, that's Andy. Andy never seen the cage in his life, luckily. But he's our first wild bear. Considered the problem by the authorities, which was about to be shooted in 2014. And he used to go almost every day behind a guest house, which is very close to the forest area, where he was fed it with leftover food. One day they said Andy went into the kitchen there and he stole a sack of potato. Some other time he went into the middle of a wedding, which was organized in there, uninvited, of course. So he wasn't afraid of people anymore. He became a potential danger for the locals. That's why the rangers decided to shoot him. We found out and we proposed them instead to shoot him, to leave it here with us, to give him second chance. So now he's happy here.
We thought this one was a baby, but it's actually 32 years old. And she has a really sad story.
You start coming too. I got my glasses on.
Yeah, there were a few tears, so I'm glad I was wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, I think it's like you could really feel like how genuine it was.
The only reason why they allow people in here is to gather money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have it open to people.
He said for all the bears, the yearly finances is like 800,000. Which is
And 7,000 euro per bear per year. This is the wolf enclosure. They have rescued 8 wolves, and then 6 are from here, and 2 are from a war zone in Ukraine.
just like some of the bears. And I also wanted to say I really love how they're not just specific to the bears. So it sounds like they pretty much take any animals in that need the help, and the ones that they can release afterwards, they rehabilitate them and release them, but the rest, they take care of them as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, amazing people, amazing organization. I'm so glad we did this. Highly, highly recommend.
Yeah, it's
you
one
do
of my
this.
favorite things I've done in
Ever?
my travels.
Yeah.
From Ukraine, they were kept in a small cage in there. Was blinded, and then she was sold to a zoo in Ukraine where she spent 25 years in captivity there. Luckily, we managed to release her 2 years ago, actually both of them, because they were both kept in the same cage. You remember the way I told you we feed them only by the fence. So if you release Alisa in the big forest, she will go there, she will get lost, and she will miss the feeding area, and she will starve. At least here, with the sense of smell, she realized where is the feeding area, where is the swimming pool. The orphans that we rescued them in the last 2 weeks. But I see they don't want to show up now. Ask us if our bears, they hibernate. These bears living all their life next to humans. You notice they are not afraid of us. Look at him. He's not even bothered by our presence. These bears, if you release them in the wild, they don't have primary instinct. They wouldn't know how to look for the food. They wouldn't know how to defend themselves. They wouldn't know how to preserve their body for the winter time, for the hibernation. Sorry, because I kept you 10 minutes longer than normal.
Okay, so we don't usually buy like souvenirs and stuff, but we bought quite a few things. Goes to a good cause, so. And I like t-shirts, as you can probably tell from our videos. Now we tried to get the Uber. We cannot find one, because it's a weird time of day. So yeah, we're gonna try to walk to the town, which should be like about 40 minutes. Hopefully there's no snakes or wild bears, but I think there's a lot of cars, so we're gonna be okay with the bears. I don't think there's a bus from Rasnov to Bran, so we're probably gonna have to take a bolt from the town to Bran, the castle, which shouldn't be too bad. And the taxi from Rasnov to here cost us $8. I'm not gonna lie, I was secretly hoping someone would see us walking in this heat and be like, oh, we should pick them up. But no one stopped. Maybe they think we want to walk because
I want to hang out with the cows. Even though it's a bit disappointing we have to walk, this is really nice. I feel like we're walking in the middle of like Transylvanian countryside. We have the sheep and the shepherd up here.
Right, that was a 45-minute taxi ride. Our Bolt driver said he's never seen it this busy before.
I didn't expect it to be this busy.
And I also didn't expect it to have so many like restaurants.
I know, I feel like I'm at like a fun fair.
This is also known as the Dracula Castle. So this Irish writer, Bram Stoker, decided to take this castle and Vlad the Impaler as an inspiration to start the Dracula store. This is how Dracula became the thing for the Transylvania region. Of course, the inspiration goes beyond Vlad the Impaler and his bloody punishment methods. In Romanian folklore, there are mentions dating back to the 1500s of nighttime creatures that craved human flesh and blood. They were known as Strigo and Moroi. While the castle attracts a lot of vampire tourism, there's so much more to learn about its centuries of history and its previous owners. We're entering the guard room. Today we have suitcases, back then, traveling trunks. Some of the original paintings that still remain here. Very old. Whoa, it didn't feel creepy until another tight squeeze.
I love the winding of everything and just like it's so mysterious. You can go in somewhere. I love Halloween. I love like the legends, the spooky stuff. I don't want to go to haunted houses, but I love the thought of it.
Before you leave, you get to learn a little bit more about Romanian folklore creatures, such as young men with long feet and hooves known as centauri, werewolves, fairies, zombies, and of course, vampires.
Term penned by Bram Stoker, but in Wallachian language means devil.
So this is actually Hungarian, but it's from the Hungarians in the Transylvania region. So let's see, and you can tell as they're cooking it, the sugar starts to caramelize, and you can smell that. Oh yeah. And this place like looks so fresh because all of the ones we've seen have been like, you can tell they've been made for a while. You want to do the honors? It's actually quite huge. I don't want to touch it because my hands are really dirty, so I'm not going to take it out. My little werewolf.
It's nice. I really like it.
Okay, because I'm getting a flavor. It's actually orange shavings. Orange peel.
The outside reminds me of a donut, but the rest doesn't.
Nice.
It's not too sweet either. Because I think the dough is like no sugar, very little. The sugar's on the outside.
Before we end this video, we have one more food stop. Some not so traditional chicken tenders. Wow, actually these are some of the best chicken tenders I've had. They're very flavorful, they're very juicy, they're just very tender. Fries are really good.